Hello, I am Aura McKay, and I am the founder of Business of Creativity. And I host these Coaching for Creative episodes every month, at least twice a month, to help you figure out how to run your business with more confidence, how to earn more money, and how to stress less doing it. Today, we're having a conversation all about websites. I'm guessing that if you are doing business in the 21st century, you have some kind of digital storefront, digital representation. And it's either going to be a website, a social media platform, maybe it's a Behance profile or some kind of a link to a showcase product, but you're going to have some kind of digital representation. And if you're thinking about a website, this conversation is totally for you. And if you already have a website, this is also a really great opportunity to see, is your website working for you the way that you want it to work for you? I come from a really old school photography background. I learned photography more than 20 years ago, almost 25 years ago, when it was still film. And we were starting out and we had to actually make a physical portfolio. And it was just at the edge of where the internet was starting. And so people were having conversations about how do you take your printed portfolio and bring it to that digital marketplace so that it can be seen by more people. When I was studying photography, the idea of having an actual website as a storefront that could be used as part of your marketing and sales tool wasn't really around. As I look out in the world today, it feels like we might be a little bit stuck in old school thinking, in that many of the photographers and the designers I see have websites that appear to be a digital portfolio, meaning they're not necessarily being leveraged as much as they could be as part of your marketing and sales tool belt. So let's talk about that. What's the difference really between a digital portfolio and having a marketing tool website? And I have a little slide that I'm going to share with you. Hopefully my screen share works. We're just going to see what happens here. When we look at the difference between a digital portfolio and a marketing tool, one of the things that you want to be aware of is that a digital portfolio is going to showcase your past work. A digital portfolio encourages people to browse and look through several iterations or examples or several images that have been created on the similar theme. It really encourages people to go deep and to browse and to look at your images, usually organized by a specific theme or subject. I like to say a lot of times that creatives will position themselves on the marketplace based either on their subject, their style, or their usage. Most of the times in a digital portfolio, you're going to have groups based on the subject or based on a theme, rather than specifically based on usage. A digital portfolio is going to be way more image centric and way less on copy. This is one of the biggest reasons that so many creatives tend to default to a digital portfolio, tend to just think, oh, it's just going to be easier. Oh, I'll just let my images speak for themselves. Oh, I'm really not a very good writer. I don't know what to say on my website. It can work if you are really just using it to provide credibility. A digital portfolio is also really great when you've been in business for a while, when you already have a reputation, when you have a bunch of clients who already love you, when you have an agent that is doing most of the marketing for you. But for most of us who are creative freelancers operating in the day to day, we're not at that stage. And just having a website that only showcases our images or our designs without really talking to or connecting with our audience, with our really having the words to tell our brand story or talk about case studies, we may be missing out on some of the really powerful ways that a website as a marketing tool can help you be more successful in your creative business. When we're looking at website as a marketing tool, you're going to be showcasing more of your current services rather than leaning into past work. You're more likely to talk about the kinds of solutions you provide rather than looking at, here's some great images I created last year, 10 years ago. A marketing tool website encourages people to buy. It has calls to action that say things like hire me, get a quote, book a call, those kinds of invitations to really work with you. Most of the time, a website as a marketing tool is going to be organized by service solutions. It's going to say things like brand strategy, logo design, social media graphics, or it's going to say things like headshots, business portraits, small business branding. It'll be organized by service solutions rather than women in the studio, men in the studio, women on location. Do you see the two differences there? Your marketing tool website is going to focus on copy. Why do we want to focus on copy on a marketing tool? Because that can help you in things like attraction, relationship building, promotion, and sales. How does a copy based marketing tool help you do those things? How does it help you grow your business and reach new marketing markets? One of the ways it does that is because it has copy, it can be used for SEO strategy, which means that browsers can find you based on search terms. Because it has copy, people get more information. So they're self qualifying before they even reach out to you. Because it has copy, people know they're in the right place. Think about it this way. One of the things that I was trying to come up with before I started this episode of Coaching for Creatives was to think about a metaphor for you. A metaphor is back in the day when I was first starting my photography business, we used to care a lot about business cards. Do you remember business cards? I think I still have, this is my current business card. And I have an older business card from being a business coach. I have business cards that go back in time for almost ever and ever. And this was a way that we would introduce ourselves. If you take this metaphor of a digital portfolio, it's like having a whole bunch of business cards for people that you used to work with or that maybe you'd like to work with without having the information about why somebody should care. It's a little bit like a resume that just has the names of the companies that you worked with without really sharing any information about why the reader might care about that. Having a digital portfolio is really great if people already know that you can provide solutions and how you work, where they're already familiar with your brand story, where you already have a really great reputation, or you're using it simply as a credibility tool as part of your overall marketing strategy. Most of us, we need to have a website that's going to help us with our marketing and sales. We're going to need a website that's going to support us in attracting new clients through organic search, through backlinks, through people being able to come to our website and feel like they've been seen and heard, feel like they belong, and build that trust relationship with you over time. That is the power of having your website be a marketing tool. I can already see the questions are going to be coming. Okay, great. Or how do I make my website more of a marketing tool? And one of the key things in being able to have that be successful for you is having a really clear core marketing message, knowing who you are as a brand, what your brand promise is, understanding how to talk to your clients in language that they resonate with and that they understand. That sounds like a lot of work, and it is. It is. It's one of the reasons why I highly recommend hiring a copywriter. But before you hire a copywriter, you, as the business owner, need to get some clarity about who you serve, how you serve them, and why they care. So if that's a struggle for you, I can help with that. I have a couple of tools that I can offer you. This is one slide excerpt out of my business mastery program, which is a very comprehensive program to help photographers and designers really learn how to master your business. And it definitely will walk you through exactly how to do that. If you have any other questions on should your website be a digital portfolio, if you have questions about how to get clarity on your business or what to say on your marketing site, please reach out to me, book a call, and let's have a conversation. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.